Welcome into the Lakers Report. I am Tom Downey, back again to preview the Lakers vs. Pelicans NBA play-in game, with the winner locking themselves into the real NBA playoffs. Now, if you want the Lakers to win this year's play-in game, then like today's video. Do not be the one who jinxes it and helps cause Lakers to lose against the Pelicans. Now, this game says we played at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, just in a couple of days here, out in New Orleans again. Now, the early line here is the Pelicans are a 2-point favorite over LA, despite the fact that the Lakers just took down the Pelicans not that long ago, as we sit here filming this, in the NBA regular season finale, in which LeBron James played out of his mind with assists everywhere. Anthony Davis played well. Injury update on him coming, by the way. And the Lakers set themselves up after looked like for a while they were going to be stuck as the 9 or 10 team, having to win 2 games to force their way into the postseason. Now they just have to win 1 game. They can do that by taking down the Pelicans in this one. Or if they lose, they would then get the winner of the Kings and Warriors. Where have we heard that one before? In the elimination game for the NBA play-in. So big games. We're in postseason time now. And what's troubling for the Lakers is another Anthony Davis injury concern. Late in the game, maybe even after a point Davis should have been pulled already, he kind of gingerly limped, walked off, whatever you want to call it there, to the bench and kind of got pushed in the air from behind, landed awkwardly. The Lakers have said this was just back spasms / hip spasms after the awkward landing, and they feel confident he will play against the Pelicans. But that is an injury that is certainly worth monitoring, given the fact that when healthy, Anthony Davis is awesome. When he's on his game, along with LeBron James, the Lakers are actually a tough team to beat. When he's banged up, the team is not the same. And their defense, in particular, very much struggles. We saw how locked in they were, at least you should have, in the first half of today's game, and then kind of put the gas a little bit in the fourth quarter, as they probably should have as well. You need good Anthony Davis, which we'll come back to later on in today's show. So who you got winning in this one before we break down some keys to victory and some players to watch on the Pels? L for the Lakers, P for the Pelicans. It is the pinned comment on this video. So if the ad comes on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. Key to victory number 1, you need LeBron to keep rejecting Father Time. I don't think we should underestimate how impressive it is with what LeBron James is doing. The man is 39 years old, and he put up a 25, 7, and 8 season this past year. Had his most assists ever in a half today. 17, by the way. It is remarkable, the things he has been able to do at his age. And he still continues to play at a high level in big games. Played 70-plus games again this season. LeBron is still the engine of this LA team, but make no mistake, they need the best version of Anthony Davis to be able to make a run. You need superstar Anthony Davis, not banged up and inconsistent and not healthy and almost seemingly checked out at times AD. You need him to be one of the best big men in basketball. Not just for this game against Zion Williamson and Jonas Valanciunas, but looking ahead to where you might have to beat that Nuggets team that's given you so many issues over the past couple of, year-ish and change there. When he is on, AD is very tough to beat. I would also argue when he's on, as he was today against the Pelicans, they don't have the horses on defense to stop him. So you need to have the best version of LeBron James and the best version of Anthony Davis. I know that that's very expected, but this is the postseason. To win the biggest games, your best players must perform at the highest level possible. Today's show is made possible by Factor. Eating better is easy with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. You have over 35 different options to choose from every week, from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto. There are also more than 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled and feeling good all day long. So what are you waiting for? Get started today and get after your goals. These 2-minute meals help you fuel up fast with Factor's restaurant quality meals that are ready to heat and eat wherever you are. They are flexible for your schedule. Get as much or as little as you need by choosing your meals every week. Plus, you can pause or reschedule your deliveries at every time. Sign up and save, folks. We have done the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious. Head to factormeals.com/LakersChat50 and use code LakersChat50 to get 50% off. That's code LakersChat50 at factormeals.com/LakersChat50 for the 50% off. You probably could have guessed that this would have been on there at some point, right? Good D'Angelo Russell. He has been generously up and down this year with some big downs and some big ups, especially more recently. Those of you who have watched the videos I've done here on previous shows know that I am a big fan of D'Angelo Russell. I think that there is good ability in him, and he can be a very successful basketball player. We've seen that pretty consistently, and we've also seen it down the stretch of points. That month of December was terrible. 10 points per game, was shooting 41%. Has pretty much since then, outside of April where he kind of cooled down a little bit, been approaching 20 points a game. Been a very different and much better player. If you get that version of D'Angelo Russell, who's efficient, scoring, and not turning the ball over or missing a bunch of jump shots, the Lakers then have the extra guard to help take the pressure off LeBron and win these type of playoff games. Score prediction time for the Lakers against the Pelicans. I assume you've got the Lakers winning, but maybe not. Go ahead and sound off in the comments section for me. Number 4, key to victory, the rest and the other big parts of your supporting cast show up. We kind of saw it down the stretch of last year's season and the postseason. You had at least one other guy almost every game stepping up. Some games that was Rui Hachimura, who has been efficient from 3, but is still a little bit of a streaky player in terms of his points per game, etc. Austin Reeves certainly fits this category as well. He put up 20 points today against the Pelicans. When he is shooting well, it really helps take the pressure off the other supporting cast members. And you probably still need somebody else. Now, maybe that's maybe that's Prince, who has played a pretty big role for this team. I'm not going to get my hopes up for Jackson Hayes getting more than 10 minutes a game as a backup center. Maybe Spencer Dinwiddie or Gabe Vincent. You need other members of this team, most importantly, to hit their shots. They are going to have open looks. They were 11-29 from 3 today, with half those coming from D'Angelo Russell, by the way, in terms of the makes. 5 of 10 or close to it in the makes. You need big games from your supporting cast. And to keep it simple again, just do what you did today on Sunday. Lakers, 70 points in the first half against the Pelicans. They were on pace for 140, but we're like, this game's over, let's chill a little bit. Very impressed by how well LA played, and I hope that kind of locked-in nature, dialed-in approach continues as we get into the games that matter the most in the NBA. We'll have more Lakers coverage for you all playoffs long and into the offseason, of course. Hit that sub button so you don't miss out. Couple key players to watch here for the Pelicans. Obviously, Zion Williamson is the big one, quite literally at times. Only 12 points today against the Lakers. Did not have a very good performance. We know that he can still be a dynamic force in the paint. As rebounds and assists have been a little inconsistent so far this year. He had 8 and 8, by the way, against the Lakers today. But a normally hyper-efficient field goal shooter was 4 of 13 from the field. Meanwhile, Brandon Ingram, I don't think he played that great. 23 minutes, kind of sat a little bit down the stretch. 13 points was a minus 28 in the plus-minus, if you care about that at all. But he is a 20-plus point per game scorer, and when he is on from deep, he is a very dangerous basketball player. There's also the benefit of the Brandon Ingram and Anthony Davis contrasting revenge games. Finally, is this meaning me to say the one good guard for the Pelicans? Ingram's a forward. He's not really a guard, and they kind of play 2 guards with him and Jones, plus the big men. It's a bigger lineup. C.J. McCollum. And, yeah, this is a aging but still impactful basketball player. If he is not playing well at guard, though, this team doesn't have an elite group of supporting cast guards. Trey Murphy is a really good sixth man as far as I'm concerned, or bench guard, or whatever you want to call it. But if you can take away one of those big three for the Pelicans, you saw what happened today. The Lakers, I think, will win this game as long as they do that.